And welcome to the Riled Up podcast, affiliate of Out of Pocket Sports. We're here in the WTK Rock Solid Sports podcast. Actually, I don't know if it's specifically Rock Solid Sports, but we're in the podcast studio in WTK. And we're here back for another episode. I know we talked a lot about being consistent, but then she had to go and get sick. So
I got sick. I was bedridden for a week. So.
we were on a roll, and she just had to go and get some mystery sickness. Never figured out what it was. Got some question mark sickness and broke our incredible streak of being consistent. But
sorry. Well, Riley could have done it by himself. So.
I could have, but it's just not as fun that way. It's just not as good of a product.
I agree.
But
I'm what makes
there's a lot to recap these last 2 weeks. Obviously, last week we missed on recapping Florida. And then we had the UTSA game. So a lot to talk about. We'll start with Florida. And it was not great.
Bad.
Not good. It was not what you wanted to see. Tennessee goes to the Swamp, a lot of hype, a lot of expectations, and get blown out by 13 points.
Yeah, that was not good.
Wasn't even close. That second quarter killed the Vols, especially defensively. Florida scoring 20 points just in that second quarter. It was not nice. It was not pretty. And Vols are
not a whole lot of good things to say about it, to be honest.
Yeah, not a whole lot that went well for the Vols in that game. Started off, it looked like it was going to start good. Florida, first drive of the game, gets down there but misses the field goal. So it's like, oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, maybe we'll win off their mistakes. That's kind of where I was going.
It was like maybe there's a chance here. And then Tennessee, like just about a flawless first drive, marched down the field. A lot of Jalen Wright in that. A lot of Jalen Wright.
Yes.
He was the first 4 plays. He was the entire offense for the first 4 plays. 3-yard run or 3-yard pass, 3-yard run, 11-yard pass, and then 2-yard run. So he was Jalen Wright for the first, I don't even know, 17 yards. Jalen Wright for the first 17 yards of that drive. And then Squirrel White just opened it up. 41-yard bomb from Joe Milton. And we were like, this is what we wanted to see from Tennessee.
You get so excited whenever you see that.
We wanted to see. That was the thing that we were talking about going into that game. We want to see them open the playbook a little more, throw the ball down the field.
Yes.
And they did that on that first drive. It was a lot of the screen stuff at the beginning of the drive, but they opened it up, Squirrel White bomb. You're like, okay, Tennessee might be back. And then another 11-yard touchdown catch from Ramel Keaton to cap that off, score the touchdown. And then the defense turns around and gives up a 62-yard run to Trevor Etienne. It was ridiculous.
It was embarrassing.
Ridiculous.
That's what it was.
Offense, turnaround, 5 plays to punt, and then Florida scores another touchdown. And then you're down 7-14 in the first quarter. Same thing, another explosive play, or it wasn't super explosive, but it was like, there was an explosive play, my fault. It was an 18-yard pass. Tennessee secondary just getting burned. Trevor Etienne had another 15-yard run in that drive, and then another 9-yard catch, and then a 4-yard run to cap it off. So they absolutely torched the Vols.
Yeah,
it was ugly. Then probably the one play that killed the entire momentum for the game, any chance Tennessee had of winning that game. Joe Milton drops back, about to get sacked. He just chucks the ball up in the air.
It was, I don't have a word to describe it, actually.
It was the worst decision I've ever seen made on a football field.
Yeah, it really was. The moment he threw it, I was in the living room with my family. I said, what in the world is he doing?
It looked like a punt. It
was horrible.
He threw it straight up in the air. Straight up in the air, dropped right into the hands of a Florida defender. Nearest Vol was probably 10 to 15 yards away. That's how bad this pass was.
He was literally just giving it to them, like, genuinely.
And then they turned around. Tennessee got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on that play. To Florida turned around, immediately turned that into a into a touchdown immediately after.
It was a tough watch.
So that put Tennessee down 7-19, and then Florida, after another 3-and-out by the Vols, another Florida touchdown, putting them up 7-26 in the first half.
Yeah.
Florida goes into the locker room with a 19-point lead going into the second half. And then the second half was a lot of punting back and forth and just not great football. Tennessee technically scored more points than them in the second half.
Yeah.
That's not saying much though.
No.
They scored a touchdown. I think they went for a 2-point conversion and it failed.
Yeah, they did.
So the defense did something. I mean, they held them to 3 points in the second half, but gave up 20 in the second quarter.
Yeah, that second quarter was ugly.
So it's hard to evaluate this game, I think, in a lot of ways. First of all, you're playing in the swamp at night. It's always going to be the best Florida Gator game of the season. Florida Gators always play their best game when they're playing the Tennessee Volunteers every time, without fail. That is their best game, and Tennessee typically plays their worst game against Florida, particularly defensively. We saw it last year. Anthony Richardson dropping 500 passing yards or something crazy on the Vols. Still won that game, but that was when Tennessee's offense was, exceptional. It's not really exceptional anymore.
No.
So ugly game from Florida all around. Nothing went right offensively, defensively. Besides that second half, I guess the defense kind of stepped it up, but
a
little bit, but it was not good. I think top to bottom.
And then the thing in the end happened.
Yeah, little scuffle.
Actually see that?
Yeah, I did. Okay, little scuffle at the end. Got Omar Norman Light, I want to say, suspended for the first half of the UTSA game.
I didn't think it was that bad, to be honest.
I
really didn't though.
It was
I watched the entire thing. It was dumb, but literally, like, I don't know if it was Heupel that said it or if it was Amari that said it in the post game or like week after conference. But like when you have him just like dancing around right there, like I did not think that was dumb. Like I saw people on Twitter just like dogging him for doing it, and like it could have been done like a little less excessively for sure. But like I really didn't think it was. I didn't think it was.
I mean,
dumb.
Yeah, he was still up. He was still, like you said, dancing around, trying to waste the clock.
I mean, that's his job.
So yeah, his job was to get him down, and
he wasn't fully taking his knee whenever Amari hit him.
Yeah,
and I'm not like sticking up for him. I'm just saying, like, truly, like I watched the entire thing, and I was just like, okay.
Yeah, he was still standing upright, not making any sort of kneeling motion. So I think the hit was fair. He just probably hit him a little too hard.
That's what I'm saying. It was just a little excessive.
A little bit. But you know,
I can't like square up like that. That was like Kamal and everybody else like just full on like squaring up on the.
To be fair, Kamal got a lot of hate for that.
Just protecting himself.
Yeah, that was his like he didn't instigate that at all.
I agree.
We gotta I feel the need to clear the air on that because I see Vol fans dogging him for that.
They're like, you see this clip of him,
and it's like, yeah, he got torched that game. He's part of the reason. Like he was the last person trying to tackle Trevor Etienne on that 60-something yard touchdown run, and it looked like he just kind of like touched, like two-hand touched him and let him keep running. But that in that specific instance, he was not trying to get into a fight.
I didn't think he was either, but people were just going crazy.
The Florida player went towards him and
we squared up.
Yeah, and so he just got up there to protect himself. It was during the scuffle. It wasn't anything that he instigated. So I feel like the Kamal had hate for that one has got to stop. That was not his fault.
Man, stop it.
Stop it. He didn't instigate that. That's the one thing that gets on my nerves about Vol fans sometimes is they get one player that they just don't like and then everything is their fault.
Yeah.
Everything is that
very true.
player's fault.
And sometimes he deserves it, but that he did not deserve.
And it's like, yeah, Kamal Hadden has his moments, but you just gotta
very valid.
Gotta be very consistent with these things. And Kamal Hadden did not deserve the hate that he got for that.
So hashtag stop the Kamal Hadden hate.
True. Until he blows a coverage.
Keep the hate up.
Yeah, stop the hate until he blows a coverage.
Yeah.
That's when you can start hating again. But moved on to UTSA. And I think it's fair to say things looked much better. By the way, I should mention Florida. They were 2-1 at the time. Going into that game with a loss to Utah. They looked terrible against Utah, looked decent against McNeese, and then barely beat Charlotte. So that's like
right after us.
Yeah, not great that we lost to Florida. But move on to UTSA. Back in Neyland, the Tennessee Vols run through the tee for the first time this season. It was, and I said this on Rock Solid Sports. I said this on the radio show. I said maybe it was a curse that the Vols hadn't run through the tee yet that season. Maybe that's why they sucked so bad. Maybe that's why they sucked so bad those first few games. And you look at this game, and they put up 45 on the UTSA Roadrunners. And UTSA was supposed to be decent.
Yeah.
That being said, they're missing their star quarterback, Frank Harris. But they were supposed to be better than losing by 31.
Yeah. We beat the brakes off. I was happy. That game. I liked what I saw. I think it was finally like, I don't know, eye-opening. Like I said before the Florida game, I thought it was either going to be very like a wake-up call. You know, I even said that on Ball News. I think it's going to be a alarm clock, literally. And I think it kind of was. And I'm glad because we've got big things in front of us again. But
yeah,
it was definitely a step up.
First play of the game. I remember I was still getting my camera set up when they snapped the ball. Joe Milton takes it. Very first play of the game, 81-yard touchdown run.
Yeah.
Longest by a Tennessee quarterback ever. Longest touchdown run by a Tennessee quarterback.
That was so exciting. He just kept going.
Yeah. And it was one of those things that when I heard that, I was like, really? Because you had guys like Dobbs that were great runners. The
longest run. Yeah. I heard that last night on the sports report, and I was kind of like, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know it either. I had no
idea.
Apparently it is. And hey, that's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see Joe make good decisions in the pocket. And that design quarterback run was probably the smartest thing Heupel did all year. I loved what I saw there.
Yeah.
And big shout out to Joe for that one. I got like one picture of that because I was like I said, I was still setting my camera up.
Look up and there you go.
I'll look up and Joe Milton's running up the sideline with nobody to stop him. So I'll like get my camera like all ready, and I barely got one picture of that. But it was cool. Then the defense turns around, forces a 3-and-out. So that's something that you want to see. Then we go back to more of that terrible screen game. I'm tired of it.
So sick of it.
I get you want to get your quarterback into rhythm or whatever, but that I made this point earlier too. If I'm a quarterback and all my coach is letting me throw is screens,
it's so annoying.
I feel like that
is always
as a quarterback though, would you not be like discouraged by that?
It's like, where's the trust in me?
Yeah, you don't trust me to make a play downfield.
And that's
to hit a slant. You don't trust me to hit a slant or an out route. All you're letting me throw is screens.
Yeah. I definitely do feel like as a player that would be discouraging.
It's ridiculous.
Especially with like how much trust we're supposed to have in him to do that, literally that. But I don't know. It's been annoying. Like, I just want to, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was
about it.
But Dylan Sampson, shout out Dylan Sampson. Had another game for himself.
He's doing awesome.
We'll touch on that at the end of talking about this game. But defense turns around, forces a punt directly after that Dylan Sampson touchdown. But a Tennessee player jumps on the punt and then like loses the ball and gives the ball back to UTSA. But then the defense forces another turnover on downs. And then Tennessee goes and misses a field goal. And then the defense forces another turnover on downs. And then Tennessee goes and scores a touchdown. This one was a nice pass. Joe Milton to Caleb Webb in the end zone. Another like pass down the field, which at this point, I'm like counting how many of those there are because it's rare.
You probably count on one hand.
Yeah, it's like it's rare to see Joe Milton throw the ball downfield,
Yeah.
and it's like when it happens, it's like
that's what the boy's here for. Too.
Yeah,
I mean, my goodness. I mean, my goodness.
That's his strength is throwing the ball downfield. And I don't know. And defense goes around, forces another punt, and then another Squirrel Milton bomb, 11 yards for another touchdown.
That's what I like to see.
Yeah, just more. Let him the ball.
No, I
know.
Ball.
Good Lord. Oh my gosh.
I feel like whenever he does throw the ball, even if it's not like a big, I feel like the student section goes crazy. Like everybody just is so excited. When he releases it, everybody's like,
when it's actually past the line of scrimmage.
No,
like,
yeah,
wow.
Literally.
Like there's a chance that Tennessee can be good when he throws it past the line of scrimmage.
It's just so frustrating to know that is Joe Milton's strength, and we have barely utilized that. Like we really have. Like we said. Like I don't know if there's no trust. I'm not saying like there's none, but I don't know what Heupel and them are doing because we know that's his strength. Like
yeah.
Why would you not utilize his strengths? I mean, I don't know. He can literally throw it across the entire football field, and we're barely seeing it. So
more back and forth punting on the next couple drives, and then the Tennessee defense gets an interception. It's immediately after that. Who was it that got the interception? I don't even remember. I want to say Warren Burrell. I think it was Warren Burrell.
That sounds right.
I think it was Warren Burrell that got that interception. And then Tennessee turns that into a field goal, then another couple of punts, and that makes it 31-0 at the half. And it's like, okay, this is the bounce back we wanted to see. Still a little too much of that weird screen game that nobody wants to watch. But that being said,
place, whatever.
Oh, I also forgot there was the Joe Milton strip sack. He did get strip sacked. Or no, he didn't get strip sacked. He did get strip sacked, but Tennessee recovered it. Okay. Jeremiah Crawford recovered it. That's what led to the field goal. But then first drive of the second half, UTSA 15 play, 75-yard drive, march down the field and score a touchdown. Then Tennessee 3-and-out punt. And then UTSA scores a 4-play touchdown. It was a 43-yard pass to get that touchdown. And then another punt from Tennessee. Then the defense forces a punt. And then Tennessee goes down there, finally gets another touchdown going. More of that Dylan Sampson run stuff.
Yeah.
Dylan Sampson cut it up. Another 3-and-out for UTSA. And then Tennessee, another touchdown. Again, Dylan Sampson, 29-yard run. Dylan Sampson, 41-yard run for that touchdown. So like we said, man, shout out Dylan Sampson.
No,
had himself a great game.
He did. I like what I see from him.
Defense, another interception on that next drive. This time I want to say, off the top of my head, I want to say it was like Tamarian McDonald or somebody like that. I don't remember. But the defense forces another fumble afterward. After Nico gets a little bit of work, doesn't really do much in the work that he got.
When he came out there, I was really excited, but
didn't really get to see much from him.
Okay though.
Happens, whatever. Final stats. Joe Milton, 18 of 31, 209 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air. And then you had Dylan Sampson, 11 carries, 139 yards for 2 touchdowns. Joe Milton, 5 carries, 89 yards and a touchdown. Jabari Small, 9 carries, 61 yards and a touchdown. Jalen Wright, who did go down with an injury in that game, 4 carries for 16 yards, went down with the injury pretty early. Nico took a sack, should have been a face mask penalty.
Yeah.
I have a picture of that where you can see the guys. Yeah, you can see the guy's hand in his face mask. So sorry for Nico. Shouldn't have had that sack. Should have been a 15-yard penalty.
We'll discount that one.
Yeah, we're not gonna hold him against that. Nico had 2 attempts for no completions. So obviously no passing stats. Yeah. Not what you want to see from him, but he didn't get much chance to do anything. Leading receiver was Ramel Keaton with that one catch for 48 yards and a touchdown. Then you had, as far as the most receptions, it was Squirrel. Again, a lot of that was that screen game. It was like, well, whatever.
Annoying. Stop it.
Annoying.
It's like an annoying little gnat. Like it just keeps coming back.
You know, it happens. It gets really
and it's just not fun football either.
Yeah, it's not fun to watch. It was Tamarian McDonald, by the way. I was right. It was Warren Burrell on that first interception, and then Tamarian McDonald on that second interception. So yeah, that's about it for that game. Just better,
nothing too crazy, but improvement.
Better performance, what you wanted to see. Go out there and improve it. The defensive breakdown in the third quarter is a little concerning. That seems to be the theme so far, is breaking down in one quarter defensively.
Yeah.
And having to work around that. But they can like put that defense out there for 4 quarters.
Just keep it up the entire game.
I mean, there's a solid chance that that Tennessee's defense is the best part of their game. And that's kind of like,
and at the beginning of the season, that's what I wanted it to be.
But that being said, it's not something that a lot of people thought would happen. A lot of people were thinking, you know,
yeah,
the offense is Tennessee's strength, and that's going to stay the same. And it hasn't really been that way.
Yeah,
it's been the defense and the offense kind of supplementing that.
Mm-hmm.
But going forward, dark mode, baby.
Woo!
Dark mode.
I'm
nighttime.
Pumped.
Nighttime in Neyland, baby.
I'm excited. So excited.
Oh, we're so excited for it. Nighttime in Neyland. South Carolina coming to town.
Unreal.
It's revenge time.
If you guys,
revenge time for
I have to say this. If you guys have never been to a night dark mode in Neyland, I have goosebumps. Well, for when I'm cold, but I have goosebumps every time I talk about it. And you literally walk into that stadium, and when it is time for kickoff and it is time for all the pregame, like music, everything like that, it's like whenever you go to Disney World and you get on a ride and you get these chill bumps because everything just feels so real. That's what it's like in Neyland Stadium. I'm not kidding. I cannot express to you. It's just, and it's always packed. Everybody's in their black. Like, it's just, I don't know. I like that so much. Almost like even, I'm not going to like say better than the Alabama game. Like, it's the same type of feel. Like, it's just, everybody's there and it's like, flipping a switch, it's time to go. Like, night mode is such a different atmosphere. Neyland's great, obviously, no matter what. But when you hit dark mode, it's a different feeling. And it's crazy.
Man.
And it has so much impact on the game as well.
Yeah, last year, the dark modes against Kentucky.
And the spooky Rocky Top play.
Probably Tennessee. That was probably Tennessee's most dominating performance last season.
Yeah.
As far as like dominating offensively and defensively, I would say it was probably Kentucky. And hey, maybe the dark modes play into that, you know, just
think it does.
That energy.
It's different, like something to get excited for. Like, that's a little different atmosphere. Like, it's still Neyland, but it's like times 10 and it only happens like once, like kind of special occasion.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane for sure. It's a revenge time for Tennessee. Obviously, South Carolina being the game that really knocked the Tennessee Volunteers out of the college football playoff contention. Obviously, ended Hendon Hooker's season. That ACL injury, hate to see it. And yeah, it was a lot of South Carolina fans making fun of the Hooker injury and
not cool.
The Beamer ball and all that, and you know
it's gonna be nasty. It's been nasty.
Yeah, it's gonna be a. I'm telling you, this is another game, kind of like that Florida game. You're probably gonna see some scuffles.
Yeah, you definitely will.
Particularly with members of that team that were there last season.
Year. It is like complete revenge time.
Joe Milton's gonna be on a warpath, I think. I think this is finally where if we're gonna see a Joe Milton breakout game, this is gonna be the game.
I agree with that.
This is gonna be the game.
This is like,
has to be the game.
Well, yeah, it has to be the game, and y'all know this means so much to him deep down.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the relationship that him and
Hendon had
last season.
It's a battle for Hendon.
Yes,
right now.
And I think if there's any way they can pull it off, I don't know if they can. Since Hendon Hooker's obviously with the Lions now, and they got their whole season. If he was there, oh my
I
God.
thought about that
Do
last
you
night.
know
I
how
literally thought about that laying in my bed last
do
night.
you know how electric that stadium would be if Hendon Hooker walks out on
Like,
that field?
I think I'd like shed a tear. I think I'd cry.
Like I just got goosebumps thinking about it. I just got goosebumps thinking about it.
Right.
Like I can already imagine it like perfectly in my head with the like the crowd screaming if Hendon Hooker gets out.
Realize this isn't even like it. This is a different feeling in the Alabama game too. I'm just like so pumped.
Yeah.
Like I'm so, I don't know. It's just gonna be so, and like you said, it's revenge. It means so much to us, like as a team, and to Joe Milton and Hendon Hooker. This one's for Hooker.
This one's for Hendon, baby.
Hooker.
This is for Hendon, baby.
And I wish he could be there. That would be crazy.
Yeah, I can't wait to see particularly those members of the team that were there last season. Like, I want to see those running backs ball out. I want to see those running backs ball out. I want to see that defense ball out. I want to see Ramel Keaton ball out. I want to see, Squirrel White ball out. The guys that were there.
Squirrel White. I've been waiting to just see some crazy Jalen Hyatt game from him or something.
Yeah, you've been waiting for the Squirrel White breakout.
I am. I love him so much. Sorry, I got excited.
Receiver. Why am I blanking on that? Why am I blanking?
Squirrel White, Ramel Keaton.
Who's the other receiver? Who's the other Tennessee? Brew. There we go. I need the Brew McCoy breakout game. I need to see Brew McCoy ball out. I need to see this.
We know we got it. So
yeah, I mean, he made the big time plays last season. Obviously, talking about the Alabama game, made that massive play at the end of the Alabama game. I mean, that was.
I feel like this is like, I know Alabama's a whole different story, but like this is just like this. I almost feel like this means a little something more to me personally.
So like in the Alabama game last year?
Like no, nothing last year. I'm talking about like this year.
Oh, yeah. As far as games I'm excited for this season,
this is the one.
This one is much more exciting to me than Alabama.
And we will be there.
Mainly because I think we're going to get stomped out in Alabama. But
I wasn't going to mention that, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a particularly exciting game. If we played like that in Florida, we're going to play worse.
Yeah, I agree.
Tuscaloosa.
That's far ahead though.
Yeah, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. Yeah, but speaking of South Carolina, we kind of touched on it, but if you had to pick one player, who do you want to see absolutely dominate?
Squirrel White.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to be your answer.
I do.
That's fair. For me, kind of same thing that I've been saying all season. If he's healthy, I want to see it beat Jalen Wright.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
I don't think he's going to be healthy. So my alternate pick instead of Jalen Wright is Joe.
Yeah.
Please throw the ball downfield.
I said this at the beginning.
Maybe my actual answer is hypo. Maybe that's my actual answer, bro. Quit with the screens, man.
I agree.
Quit with the screens. We're tired of it.
Everybody's so frustrated. Like, that's all I see on Twitter.
We are tired of the screens, man. Gosh.
They got to be tired of it.
That's what I'm saying. If every play is just a screen out to one of the running backs or out to one of the wide receivers, it's like you're not opening. Like, that's predictable offense. They're going to start defending it like that.
Yeah.
I get you're trying to spread them out or whatever. You're trying to keep it spread out so you can keep the running lanes open. But at the same time, you're not really committing to that run either. It's this weird half and half, and it's not
like full blown like working for us either. Like, that's not.
No, the offense has not been as explosive as it was last year. We need to see some downfield passing. Yeah. That's what we want to see, and that's what I really want to see. That's what I want to see from Joe. Mm-hmm. Throw the ball downfield and be accurate with those throws. Yeah. Please. That's what we want to see.
Sometimes like, and I know this is not how it works, but sometimes I'm just like, just throw it and someone get there. I don't care who.
Someone be there.
No, Joe can throw.
Yeah.
So someone just get there, please. Like, I don't know what type of plays y'all like, what y'all got in y'all, but Joe, just say you're gonna throw it and someone get there. Like, I know it's like so much more complicated than that, but like that is just like how my mind works sometimes. Like, obviously I get football, but I'm just saying like that's what he does.
Yeah.
So one of you needs to be there whenever it's there because he can do it. Y'all know he can.
I think the issue is sometimes he just throws it a little too far.
He does. Yeah, he does.
Just a little
we don't
too
have
far.
Like a Jalen Hyatt, like crazy. But
close thing with guys that is Squirrel. But he's not really done that so far. He's done a little.
But he's going to. because that's my boy, and I have faith in him.
Look, I hope so. I think that's something that everybody wants to see.
Yeah, I really do. I want to see them like, as a duo. I said that at the beginning, though.
Yeah, we just want to see a more interesting offense.
I do.
That's just down to the base of it. We just want to see a better offense coming from them. But that being said, like we kind of touched on it, what the history of this game is going to mean for the Vols.
That's a lot.
With what happened last season. There's a lot going into this. There's a lot of vitriol, just a lot of anger that's going to be channeled into this game.
It is.
Like I said, I
think that's good.
I think we'll see a scuffle or two.
Oh, I do. I have zero doubt. I know.
Particularly those guys from last year. Big O gonna get in there.
Yeah. He will.
Big O's gonna be in there. He's gonna be in there. Danico Slaughter's gonna be in there if he's playing. We still don't really know what happened to Danico Slaughter, by the way. Wasn't available for Florida. Wasn't available for UTSA. I don't really know what's going on with Danico Slaughter.
I don't know what's going on with any of the injuries right now, to be completely honest.
I don't think that's an injury.
Does.
I don't think the Danico Slaughter thing is an injury.
Oh, wait. I thought we do know what happened
to Danico Slaughter. I don't remember.
Wait, who was it that
there was somebody that got I would say there's somebody that got cited for simple possession or something. I think that was Gerald Mincy. Yeah, I think that was Gerald Mincy.
Yeah, it was Mincy. Yeah, like a little bit of weed on him. Sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe this isn't
little dumb, but
Colorado, but it's okay.
Yeah, we're not in Colorado. Yeah, I don't really know where Danico Slaughter was. Danico Slaughter playing against UTSA? I don't even remember.
He did.
You thought he did? I thought he did.
I thought he did.
I don't remember him I don't remember ever seeing him on the field.
I thought he did, but I don't. Well, but I could be just like
maybe I'm tripping.
Imagining that. Maybe I'm tripping. No, I don't think he did.
Yeah, I'm not seeing his name on the.
Okay, maybe he didn't then.
Yeah, I don't.
I feel like there's a couple question marks surrounding people, not even injuries, but like people that have been out. Also, like Cooper Mays is another one.
Yeah, Cooper Mays is gonna be back. It's
okay. Yeah,
it's official. He's gonna be back.
I thought it was still a question mark before. I thought the last thing I saw was it's gonna be a before game decision, just like we've heard for like the past like 2 weeks. But I must have missed the next announcement that he is officially coming back, because what was wrong with him again? Knee or no? I can't remember. Something.
Okay, wait, no, yeah, it was knee, because I was getting it mixed up in my head with the Titans. They have a guard, Peter Skronsky, that had an appendectomy.
We're talking about Cooper Mays for the Tennessee Volunteers here.
I know, but they're both interior offensive linemen.
Appendectomy?
Yeah, he had an appendectomy. Yeah, that's what that. So he's been out the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, it was his knee, but he is officially back.
Yeah. So I don't really know what's going on with Danico Slaughter. He might be in the same situation as I actually have no clue what's going on with Danico Slaughter.
Yeah. Don't know.
Josh Heupel update status for Danico Slaughter.
TSA game.
What did he say? Yeah, he should be available, but he didn't.
We're just getting like question marks. Like, it's just like, yeah, they'll be like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not like hating, but like, that's just kind of, I feel like what we've heard for a couple people for the past few games.
Yeah,
There's been a couple question marks for some more availability.
What's going on with Danico Slaughter?
Danico, if you're listening, we'd love to know. We'd love to know what's up.
Let me look, see if ESPN recorded anything in their game log. No, it says the only thing they've recorded for him is in the Austin Peay game.
I was wrong. I was tripping.
But I know he played in Virginia, again, the Virginia game too. So I don't know what's going on with Danico Slaughter. I don't think anybody does specifically.
Question mark.
Big old question mark. Talk a little bit about South Carolina. They are 2-2 so far this season with a loss to Georgia. That's understandable. They're basically 2-1. I'm not even going to count that against them because everybody knows, like,
nobody's beating
Georgia. They absolutely stomped Furman 47-21.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I would say as you should. Lost by how many points is that? 14. Lost by 14 points to North Carolina. Lost by 2 touchdowns to North Carolina. And then won by 1 touchdown against Mississippi State.
Almost lost to Mississippi State.
Yeah, wasn't a good showing for them against Mississippi State.
No, that was a bad game for them.
yeah, South Carolina had to come back in that last fourth quarter to win that game.
Mhm.
So not what you want to see from them.
But
If you're a
that's
South
I was
Carolina
about to
fan
say
going
it's what
doing
we want to
that,
see, but
that was they doing that, and then now you have to go play in Neyland at night, dark mode.
good
That
luck.
being said, what's your score prediction, Presley?
There's a lot of thought that went into this because I don't like speaking things non into existent and into existent. I'm gonna say 38-34. Us.
38-34.
I
Ooh.
am going a little big. Going a little big. But I'm also keeping the game close because I do think it's gonna be a really close game. I do. I don't know, but wait, I don't know. I was struggling with this before with Riley. It's just I don't know. But I feel like I freak out
No,
more
just
than
stick
anyone
with it.
before
Just
a game.
stick with
I am
it.
sticking with it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
38-34.
like,
That's your
yeah,
pick. All
it
right.
could be a little close.
Way I see it, Tennessee averages like a few more yards of offense. It's not very much, but they average more yards of offense and average about 100 yards less allowed defensively.
Okay, where are we going?
So that being said, I'm gonna go. This is like pure grabbing out from the
I
just
had
grabbing
thought
my
that went
score
into
prediction.
mine. Okay, grab it.
Honestly, yeah, I never think too
We
hard
know
about these
he
score
doesn't.
predictions.
Oh,
I
I
really don't.
overthink it.
Yeah, I don't like thinking too hard about the score predictions. Might be raining, which if anything is going to benefit the Vols, by the way, because if it is raining, their leading rusher, I can't think of his name. It's I want to say Mario Anderson. That's their leading rusher. 34 carries for 129 yards. Tennessee's leading carrier is Jalen Wright, 45 carries for 312 yards.
Okay.
Somehow still hasn't scored
He
a
doesn't
touchdown,
think
by
in
the
too
way.
much.
Justice for
Into his
Jalen
score
Wright.
prediction.
Get that man a
Please don't
touchdown.
mention
I'm just bringing this
this.
up. I because I forgot to bring this up earlier. I meant to bring this up earlier and I forgot to.
Okay.
But Tennessee's leading rusher has more than theirs. Tennessee's second leading rusher, who I imagine is Dylan Sampson, 27 carries for 199 yards and 5 touchdowns. Also better than theirs on less carries. So all that being said, I'm gonna go pure grab it from the ether. 34 24. 34-24.
Okay.
34-24. That's my
being a little bit closer than
grab
that.
it with an ether.
I didn't really take.
I don't think Tennessee will cover because the line is 12.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening. But what's the over under? South Carolina, Tennessee.
When I say I overthink these score predictions, I say I'm like, but what? I don't even like look at the things. I'm just like, but it's at Neyland. But then it's us.
Let me see. Let me look at this. The over under is 61. So I think it's going to go under that.
Yeah.
And the line is Tennessee minus 12. I don't think Tennessee covers. I think it'll be 34-24. It's going to be close. Okay. But Tennessee is going to come out with the victory. Dark mode, night mode,
I think we're
Neyland.
going to come out with the victory, dark mode, and Neyland unbeatable. Like,
unbeatable.
Yeah. Well, like, I didn't mean that in terms of like winning. I meant like you just can't beat it.
Yeah.
You just can't beat Neyland at night.
Fair. But
and our fan base is just for Tennessee, you know.
Yeah. Vol fans are gonna show out, except for that one little section behind the Tennessee sideline.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what in the I thought you had to bring up.
I do need to give you your props. We remember we had that discussion a couple podcasts ago about people not showing up or not staying throughout the entire game in the student section, and she did.
I stayed the entire UTSA game all the way to the end.
She did. So I can give her props for that. She did that. I respect it.
I was happy to stay the entire time.
Yeah, I can respect that. You
needed my props.
Yeah, that was good.
So somehow got Riley's attention. I was with our friend Peyton. Not my sister though.
Yeah, PG Peyton Griffell.
I was sitting with Peyton and somehow was it at halftime or no?
It was.
You go or was it right before halftime was beginning or something?
It was either right before the second quarter was starting or right before the halftime.
Okay, well it's like really quiet and we had like seen Riley. Obviously he's like right down there and we were just like, I don't know, we were on like 7th row, student section, whatever. Peyton yells his name. He hears us. Boy looks up and just like we all waved and we like caught his attention once before, but like Peyton like yelled.
Yeah.
And he turned around, snapped a few pictures of us. They're pretty dope pictures, to be honest. We're just chilling in the student section. Everybody else is like not paying attention and we're like smiling. It's really cute. But I just think that's crazy. I like sent it to my mom and Nene and I was like, isn't that so cool? Like Riley's on the sideline. He saw us like in the student section.
Yeah, it was a cool picture.
It was cool.
It was cool. I don't know how I figured that out or how I found y'all.
I know
But
because we look like every other person there in our orange and
well, to be fair, it's because y'all are standing up and everybody else is sitting down.
yeah, that's why I think it was right before halftime or something.
Yeah, I
Or,
think it was right before the second quarter.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was in the transition period between the second quarter because that's when I walk over. And at halftime, I immediately walked. Yeah, I immediately walked to the media room. But
anyways, yeah, I got my props.
that being said, yeah, Presley got her props for staying through the game.
Guess what? You can give me props after next game, even though you won't see me because I'm not as close to the
where are you at?
Like row 60. But I'm still like in the lower section. But like I was on row 60 for Florida last year here at home. And it's like obviously like right behind you basically, but just like up. But like it doesn't faze me because I had I can just see the entire fit. Like I loved being there, honestly. Would like to be like maybe 40, like a little down.
A little bit lower.
Lower. But
I
kind of like having like the bigger pan.
Are you gonna have is a little thing gonna be above you?
Barely.
That's good though.
No,
it might rain.
Oh,
you might have lucked out. You might have lucked out for real.
Yeah. Well, if people start leaving because it's raining, I'll move down. I don't care to stand in the rain. I'm staying this entire game.
That's fair. That's fair.
Unless it's like, this just won't happen. Unless it's like 70-0, but you know.
Yeah.
Then I'm not sitting in the rain. But I will be standing in the rain the entire game if this happens because I'm so pumped for this.
Yeah.
So you can give me props next week too. That's all I got to say.
But my point of that was to say that one section of the people that sit in those gray seats.
You high rollers with y'all's money.
Y'all suck.
Y'all suck. Big time. First off, how are you going to pay that much money to leave?
Or just to not show up at all?
Yeah, they
half the time. Yeah, half the time. And that's the worst part of my pictures every year.
That is the worst.
Because typically, I'm looking towards that section and it's always empty.
Yeah. I saw a tweet about it too. Like there were people like sending pictures and they were like, where are you rich people at? Y'all pay this much money for this stuff and y'all don't even come?
It's ridiculous. If you're not gonna stay there or if you're not gonna be at the game, I don't know if they can do this, but sell the ticket.
Yeah.
Give it to someone else.
I don't know why you couldn't. You can sell like season tickets and stuff.
I'm about to say, even if you're not gonna be there, let someone else take that seat. Let someone fill that seat.
Go to a freshman dorm. I can promise you some kid will pay a bunch of money to
That's
go
what
to
I'm
the
saying.
Game. I mean, it really is ridiculous because that in that specific section too is like they got the backs on their seats. Like
it's nice.
Expensive like tickets and they did not even show up. Didn't care what.
Yeah, and they need to move the.
I get the money thing, like how you buy a ticket and don't come. I get that probably doesn't even matter to them. But like when you're that close, especially if you claim you're a part of this fan base and you're that close, like you're kind of a crucial part. Hello. I mean,
right behind the Vols sideline, like.
I mean, you're a crucial part. So
it's kind of ridiculous. But little rant out the way. We talked about the last two games. We talked about the upcoming game. I'll probably put this up today. I kind of got to put this up today.
Yeah, you kind of do.
Yeah, because it's
he doesn't have anything else to do, y'all.
I don't I don't have any excuse not to. But that being said, it's time to move on to the fun part, the draft segment.
I don't think it's gonna be too fun for me though, because
I don't know why you picked it. Why didn't you pick something else?
Because all my good ones are for basketball season.
Fair enough. Well, Presley picked it. It's the top 5 best college quarterbacks in the league currently. In college football currently. She picked the topic, so I get first pick.
And we all know what he's gonna do.
I mean, come on, it's too obvious. It's Caleb Williams. He is the best quarterback in college football right now. It's so obvious. Everybody is hailing him as the second coming of Patrick Mahomes, and I don't think he's that good, but he is certainly an electric player and can do so much on the ground. So that's my first overall. Who are you going with, Presley?
I'm gonna go with I'm debating on where to go because I don't want you to take one of them. I'm gonna go with Shedeur Sanders.
Dang it. That was gonna be my next pick.
Okay. I'm glad I took it then.
Yeah.
I love Colorado football, y'all.
I don't care that much about
I do.
Colorado football specifically. I like Deion more. I like Deion more than I like Colorado football.
Mm-hmm. I like what's happening with it, I guess is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I like what's happening with it.
All right.
You can't like hate him for it.
My next pick. I think I kind of have to go. I'm gonna go Jordan Travis, actually.
Okay.
I'm gonna go outside of Drake May. I feel like that's the obvious pick. And I'm gonna go Jordan Travis.
Well, I'm gonna take Drake May.
That's fair. Yeah, I really like what Jordan Travis does. I think he's a very good quarterback and is the entire reason for FSU's success right now. So yeah, you took Drake May.
Mm-hmm.
He's a baller.
Yeah.
Baller for North Carolina.
Seems to be.
Probably going to be one of the first 2 or 3 quarterbacks taken in the draft. And deserves it because he's pretty good.
He's got a dope name.
For number 3.
Yeah, where are you going?
I think I'm gonna go Michael Penix Jr.
Washington.
Current like Heisman front runner, I would say.
Okay.
Absolute baller. I'm gonna take Michael Penix Jr. I want to say he like leads everyone in passing yards right now.
Oh, really?
Something crazy like that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's something crazy. College football passing leaders. I want to say he is. He's number 1. 103 completions, 138 attempts, 1,636 yards. The next closest is Shedeur with 1,400.
Yeah.
So, hey, shout out Michael Penix Jr. He's balling right now for sure. 16 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I mean, he's balling.
Yeah.
Where are you going for your number 3 pick?
I feel like I need to take someone, but I don't know. Cam Rising? Is it Cam or Cameron?
Cam Rising. Wow.
Utah.
That's a surprising pick. He was like my 7th pick. He was gonna be my 7th pick.
Yeah, I'll do him.
I don't hate it. That's a good pick. He's a baller. I like what he does. My next pick, I'm gonna go LSU quarterback Jaden Daniels.
Okay.
That's my 4th overall pick.
Okay. Who's your 3rd?
Michael Penix.
Oh yeah.
Jaden Daniels though, that's a baller right there. Okay. Him and Malik Neighbors, probably the best dual threat quarterback in college football right now. Jaden Daniels is, besides maybe Caleb Williams or Shedeur. Jaden Daniels, he's a good quarterback, man.
I'm gonna go with Bo Nix.
Mo Picks.
Yeah, the Oregon quarterback.
Mo Picks.
I don't like I don't know. Yeah. He's good.
Mo Picks.
He's good.
Mo Picks is good.
Yeah, he is.
He's gonna be like 30 this year. He's old.
Yeah, I know. He's like a million years.
He's very old. Oh wait, I remember reading this.
How old is he actually? Like he's not.
I feel like did he take over for Cam Newton at Auburn? He took over for somebody crazy. Bo Nix.
He's 23.
Yeah, he's old.
Yeah, that is old.
That's very old.
How old's what's the kicker for? You know what I'm talking about? Who's the kicker that's like?
Oh, he's actually 30.
Yeah, like he's actually 30.
Virginia's kicker.
Yeah,
Virginia's kicker. He's like actually 30. I think he's the oldest active college.
Yes.
Insane.
I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, Bo Nix, he's been playing
a long time. I remember seeing stuff about him a long time.
Yeah, he's been playing a long time. I want to say he's the same age as Justin Herbert, and Justin Herbert's in his 4th year in the NFL. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
But hey, He's doing his thing at Oregon right
He's
now.
doing his thing, and I gotta give it to him.
I'm still not convinced by him though. He'll
Really?
always be Mo picks to me.
You don't have. He doesn't have to prove anything to you.
Yeah, true. I have to prove things to NFL scouts, and I don't
Yeah,
think he's
that's
done that
true.
yet.
Yeah, isn't it? But
All right, last pick,
he
last
should have been my
quarterback for
last.
me.
I thought I was on my fifth. Okay.
No, you're on
Oh
your
well.
fourth. You got one more. My last pick though, let's stick with the SEC and probably go with who I think is the best SEC quarterback. I just figured I would be able to get him later. KJ Jefferson. That's my pick. I like KJ Jefferson a lot. He's a baller. He is very, very good at what he does. On a team that does not have much talent. And outplayed Jaden Daniels like 1-to-1. Outplayed him last week in the Arkansas LSU game. So, man, I'm going with KJ.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with Sam Hartman,
That's fair.
the Notre Dame quarterback.
That's fair. You have like a specific type of quarterback that you filled your list with. You got a lot of pocket passers outside of Shadur and Cam Rising. Like you got a lot of pocket passers. And I kind of went the opposite direction. I went like pretty much all dual threat quarterbacks besides Caleb Williams or besides Michael Penix Jr. But yeah, there's the top 10 best college QBs.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams, Shadur Sanders, Jordan Travis, Drake May, Michael Penix Jr., Cam Rising, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, KJ Jefferson, and Sam Hartman. I think that's a good list, to be honest.
Really
I think it's a good list. I think there's a couple guys that might be missing, but overall, like I think that's a pretty solid list. I feel like we kind of hit that on the head. A lot of people may say like Spencer Rattler can be up there.
I don't like him. I wouldn't take him if he was number one.
Yeah, I'm not super convinced by Spencer Rattler
I'm not
either.
convinced by him. I don't like him.
I didn't even realize Talia Tagovailoa has been kind of silently balling, but that's kind of besides the point.
Who cares?
Where is Quinn Ewers could have been up there. Quinn Ewers for Texas, he could have been up there for sure. He's very good at what he does. Joe Milton is not even in the top 50 in passing yards. That's kind of crazy.
He's number one in my heart, though.
He's not top 50 in passing yards. How are you not top 50? He's 57.
Even though we didn't take him, Joe Millie's number one in my heart. I just want everybody to know that.
He's 57. Caden Salter is the starting quarterback for Liberty. Do you remember Caden Salter? He's a quarterback that Tennessee recruited, and he was like on the team for a little bit, but he got.
Wait, does he have? Wait, what does he look like?
You're thinking of the other guy. This is Caden Salter. I can't think of the guy you're thinking
It starts
of.
with a K though, doesn't it?
I have a picture of him on my Instagram. I know who you're thinking of. He had like the blondish hair.
Yeah, curly hair. He almost looked like.
Yeah.
I don't remember him though.
Taven Jackson.
Yes, Taven Jackson.
Taven Jackson is who she's thinking
He's
of.
still here though, right?
No, he's not. No.
Oh, he transferred.
No. Yeah, he got out of here. I don't know where he is.
He was just like hanging out. It was like 4 string for forever because he kind of had been like 2 years.
Nah, he got out of here. I'm glad he got out of there though. I wanted him to get a chance somewhere else. He's at Indiana. That's where he's at.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know if he's even played this year for Indiana. I doubt he has.
Why did you want him to get a chance?
Because he's good. I mean, what we saw, he's pretty good. Yeah, I don't think he's played for Indiana yet.
I don't know.
Oh, no, he has.
I just saw his like roster picture one time. I was like, "Ooh, jump scare." I don't know who he is, but
whoa. So he played like 1 snap. Or no, he played like 5 snaps against Ohio State in the first game of the season. And then from there out, he's played. It looks like starting quarterback stats.
Good for him.
Yeah, I really like Taven Jackson. He played well when he was at Tennessee. Caden Salter, by the way, that's how he brought this up.
That is.
He was on the team, and then there was some type of.
No, I feel bad. I don't recognize him.
I mean, not really. I mean, I don't even think he ever took a snap. He might have played in like the orange and white game, maybe.
What happened?
I don't remember exactly what it was, but there was some type of he got like suspended while he was at Tennessee. I don't remember exactly
interesting
what
When last year? This wasn't last year, right?
Caden Salter dismissed from Vols program.
When was this?
This was in June of 2021.
Oh, okay, I was about to say I don't remember this. I thought
Oh,
this
it was a
last year.
misdemeanor drug charge from a traffic stop. It was the second arrest since arriving on campus in January.
That'll do it.
Yeah. But yeah, he's balling now at Liberty.
Well, go him.
He's balling now at the Christian school. Which is
He turned his life around.
a little crazy, but hey,
His life around.
I guess so. I guess he turned his life around.
For him.
Yeah, shout out to him. Glad for him that he got that opportunity. And he's doing well there. One of the top 100 quarterbacks in college football. So
Yeah.
Hey, good job on Caden Salter.
Go, Caden Salter.
Wish you were still of all, because good Lord, we need something right now. Something out of the quarterback position. But
Listen.
I sneak this. We need something out of the quarterback. It's been a little rough.
Just the way you said it was so funny.
I doubt Caden Salter is throwing up punts into the air for the defense to catch.
In the head and out the head.
Nah, it's sticking with me.
It
can go
too, but
it can go in and out of your head, but that's stuck with me. That's all I remember from that Florida game. But
that was awful.
That being said, we got hope for this upcoming game. Like I said, I hope this is the Joe Milton breakout game tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Leaving my apartment at 6, walking over to Neyland Stadium.
I'll leave my apartment about lunch.
I might leave a little bit earlier than 6, so I can get the.
know tonight I'm gonna lay my outfit out. Oh, I already got my outfit picked out because that's just what you do. Anyways, I'm gonna prop my shoes up against the wall.
I wonder what temperature it's gonna be during.
I'm gonna wake up at 7 a.m. like a kid on Christmas morning that can't go back to sleep because I'm so excited. That's exactly how it's gonna be. I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah, speak for yourself. I'm sleeping until
yeah, Riley never been there.
1 o'clock.
I still to this day will wake up at 9 a.m. on Christmas and be like, let's go open presents.
Yeah, I'm gonna be snoozing.
I won't get a Christmas this year though.
Let's see. At kickoff, it's going to be 70 degrees.
Did you not pay attention to the weather yesterday?
I did not.
It's gonna be feel good.
That means, do I break out the winter football fit?
I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt, but with a skirt. But I'm wearing a long sleeve.
My thing is a hoodie. I wear hoodie and black joggers.
I feel like you might be a little too hot in the hoodie. Like if you got the joggers on, you go with the short sleeve shirt. If you got shorts on, you go with a hoodie maybe. But you got to just cut it off at one. I'm wearing a skirt and a long sleeve.
Yeah, you're right.
Got to cut it off at one.
I gotta figure out what combination. Yeah, I gotta figure out a combination.
Yeah.
But that being said, that's gonna be it for this episode of the Riled Up podcast.
Hope we come back with amazing news.
Yeah, I hope we actually get to do an episode next week if she can stay healthy.
Look at me, I'm healthy.
Better stay that way.
Plan on it.
All right. That's it for this episode of the Riled Up podcast. We appreciate you all for watching.
Thank you so much.
And we're going to catch you next week, hopefully, for another episode of consistent Riled Up podcast, baby.
See y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.